What's hiding underneath things can be scary. Underwater, under your bed, especially what's under your carpet. Except when you get new carpet from Carpet One Floor and Home. After tearing up your old carpet, they'll vacuum and apply Health Annex antimicrobial to your subfloor, disinfecting and killing mold, mildew, and any remaining general awfulness. Carpet One Floor and Home goes the extra mile to protect you, your family, and your home. Carpet One Floor and Home in Columbia, making your home beautiful, guaranteed.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Tuesday, July the 13th. We're going to talk about mobility worldwide and a special craft beer and carts event that they're having. I want to introduce you to Drew Anderson. Good to have you here, Drew. District Director or President of Rotary Chair, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Gary Moreau, who is the Executive Director of Mobility Worldwide.
Glad to be here.
Let's start out with you, Gary.
Okay.
Mobility Worldwide. Give us a real quick synopsis.
Well, it's a nonprofit organization here in Columbia that's volunteers work at to build a mobility cart that we ship all over the world and give away to disabled people.
Right.
And help people get off the ground and for the first time in their life put a smile on their face in a lot of cases.
It's just amazing because so many of these people they have to crawl to where they're going, and with the carts they have dignity that they can move. Now, how did you get involved with this, Drew?
So I became a member of Rotaract in Columbia three years ago, and we had an annual event called Taste of Tropics that donated like $1,000 a year, and we hadn't done a whole lot of energy into it. And so I kind of became president in roughly 3 months.
You kind of became president in 3 months, okay?
And I told Gary, I was like, we got to do a better job. This is pretty lazy. And so we revamped it, redid it. I created this idea that we could, decorate these things kind of like Mario Karts. And I wanted to do a race. We haven't got to the race yet. And so that's how this thing was created. And we went from raising $1,000 the first year. The first year of the event, we raised $10,000. Last year, during COVID, we raised roughly just shy of $20,000.
That's fantastic. Now, the fundraiser that you have is Sunday, July 25th, 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. What's going to happen there?
Yeah, so all these companies have done an amazing job decorating these carts. We're going to have a contest out there with a prize at the end. And you can ride these carts for your first time if you would like to just see what it's like. They're a lot of fun to ride. We'll have a live band out there, maybe some African dancers, I'm being told. Mm-hmm. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a buffet there of tacos from MedMex. And it's an amazing event. We haven't been blessed with weather yet, but we're hoping this year we are.
July 25th. 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock at Logboat Brewing Company. And you'll see the carts that then are being sent all over the world.
They're going, and these particular carts are going to end up going to Kenya, and we're going to take a picture of the disabled person on this business's own cart, and we'll provide them with a photo of that framed photo.
That's very nice.
And this time next year.
Yeah. Last year, James and I sponsored one of those carts, and we got our picture back. In fact, we're showing, if you're watching on television or on the internet right now, there's the gentleman that got the cart that we sponsored. That really makes you feel good.
We're at 89 businesses this year, churches, families, different groups that are sponsoring carts. So there's going to be a lot of carts out there to vote on.
And what is it, $300 to sponsor a cart?
Yes, $300. It's not too late. We can still take
so
them.
if you $300, you can sponsor a cart, and that you know that you're helping somebody somewhere in the world to be able to be mobile again. Thank you so much for coming by.
No, thank you.
All right, now I want to introduce you to my friend. I call him Andy, but he likes to go by Andrew Grabau. Good to have you here, Andrew.
Thank you very much, Paul.
From Heart of Missouri United Way. Yes. What have you got for us today?
Well, I tell you, today during the kind of hitting peak summer here for all of us, I just wanted to share a brief message that connects us as a community. So I want to share 3 things with your listeners this morning. So the first thing is that we are in this together, the whole community. A robust economy and a healthy community depend on the investments of United Way and the support of the nonprofit sector as a whole. So that's the first thing. The second thing, United Way supports economic mobility in our community by making investments of over $2 million a year to help create opportunities and to advance equity in our community. The third thing is that together, this isn't a solo mission by the nonprofit sector or United Way, but together in Columbia, Boone County, Central Missouri, we can create greater opportunities for everyone when we work together.
Yeah. Go back to your second one. You said you donate over $2 million every year to the community.
Yes.
How is that money distributed?
So United Way distributes those through a volunteer process where we have an advisory council and our volunteer board of directors. They review applications from agencies that are looking to advance specific targets that United Way has identified in health, financial stability, and education. And this past year in COVID emergency relief.
Yeah.
And so we make those grants, and we do so in a process that collaborates with the City of Columbia, with Boone County, to make sure that we don't duplicate our investments, and in fact, that we actually complement and work together, and we create outcomes so that we know that the money that the community has entrusted with United Way is invested with purpose and has a positive outcome.
What do you see for this year? Is the situation improving, or is there going to be need for more assistance?
So it's really interesting because in certain areas there's a heightened need, especially when we talk about the lost year that our kids just faced in schools.
Right.
And we are seeing across the board an increase off the charts increase in the demand for mental health services for our youth, for making sure that our kids can catch up for the time that they spent perhaps out of the classroom. And so it's really important that we support those efforts. And so we see an increase in that area. And we anticipate also, Paul, that this is still a recovery. This is still a recovery. And we are going to see later this fall, when some of the different benefits end with other challenges kind of resurface, whether it's rent support, utility support, food security, child care, we're going to see an increase in the demand for services. So that's what we're preparing for.
Exactly. If you want more information on this, or if you would like to help out with United Way, if you want to make a donation, the best thing to do would be go to your website, right?
That's correct, uwheartmo.org.
Okay, so www.uwheartmo.org. That's Heart of Missouri United Way, and you can rest assured that when you make a donation to United Way, your money is being used in a thoughtful, necessary way. Thank you, Andrew Grabau, for coming by today. If there's something that you would like to hear or see, I would love to hear from you. Drop me an email, pepperp@missouri.edu, and Andy will be back soon.